those are the big games in Oregon, but a lot going on in Southwest Washington.
Live reports on Southwest Washington football come from reporter Brian Levesque. Check out GSHLfootball.com for more. The Fan Postgame Scoreboard Show continues on ESPN Sports Radio 1080, The Fan.
Brian joining us now there with the Sherwood Skyview game, a rematch from last year. That 5A championship team from Sherwood handling them last year, but Skyview, I think, this year with much more coming back than Sherwood.
Yeah, sorry, hard to hear you there for a second, but it's just been a really good game so far here. Skyview's leading 21-13 at the halftime. They did just punch one in after Sherwood fumbled the ball there. Kieran McDonough hit one Riley Henderson on the screen to kind of make it from a 1-point to an 8-point game. But it started off, Skyview kind of ran down the field. Parker Henry ended up punching in from 2 yards out. And Sherwood actually been moving the ball through the air. Their quarterback, Dusty Crabtree, is 3 of 4 for 130-some yards out here. They're just slipping guys out, and he's dropping them right in the basket, getting them by there. But we had a really good game out here. So, I mean, by no means does Skyview have this game in hand, even though it's 21-13 at the half.
Now, of course, Skyview, one of the top 4A schools, they're expected a lot at that level. But who are some of the other top teams to expect to go on to the state tournament out of the Greater St. Helens League this year?
Well, one of our other in here would be Union. They look really good. Of course, they had to start the road off up in Seattle, taking on Bothell, and they were up 10-3 late or midway through that game, and then things started to fall apart, and they ended up just giving up late score after late score and dropping that one 27-10. But I really like, despite that, I think Union's got a schedule set up where they can build on that, and I expect to see Skyview and Union both make really good pushes in the playoffs. And then at the 3A level, we got Camas, who took on Timberline out of Olympia, and they ended up beating them 20-6 at home tonight. And Camas graduated 30 seniors, and of their 2 deeps last year, their 22 starters, all but about 4 or 5 of them were seniors. And so they had a lot of fresh faces, but a lot of good faces coming in. And so they ended up pulling that one out. I expect Camas to have a good run. And then Mountain View is the other team that kind of runs under the radar. They actually play Camas next week, which probably for the 3A title. They had no problem with rival Evergreen. Got up 49-0 way early in the third quarter. Once you're up 42, goes to running clock. Evergreen tacked one on with the clock was running, but a minute to go in the game, 49 final. But pretty much that's it. Skyview, Union, Camas, and Mountain View are the 4 that have legitimate shots of making a run towards a state title this year.
Well, it should be an exciting season, as always, up at the Greater St. Helens League, 2A, 3A, and 4A. We are glad you are with us once again. Any other scores to pass along at this point, Brian?
Yeah, we have a couple other finals out there. Earlier here at Kickens Bowl, Ridgefield had no problem with Fort Vancouver, 37-8. Prairie dropped one at home to Lakewood up near there from Seattle. They lost that one 36-31 in another shootout. Last year was a shootout. Mark Morris up in Longview ended up beating Kelso 21-7. The Skyview's running back out on the field here. Washougal at home, they got stuff going at the 2A level. They thumped 3A Hudson's Bay 41-9. We got Issaquah easy over Heritage. Issaquah could make a run at a state title, and Heritage is really young. Heritage lost 48-0. And then, Woodland's up 41-33 over Kalama in that game. And Ari Long struggling up at Elma. They're down 40-21 late in that game. And then we got this one here. So it's going to be a good year up here.
All righty. Well, we're looking forward to it all season long. You can check out Brian's work at GSHLfootball.com. We'll check